What's going on, my little bundle of chestnuts? It's your girl, Kate Winchester here, and I really wasn't gonna make this video, but because I'm kind of in Washington right now and I'm spending time with my grandfather, but you know, I was scrolling through Facebook and Instagram, and apparently it is now a fashion statement to put school shootings on a hoodie. As you can tell by the look of my face, I'm not amused. Like, honestly, how screwed up in the head can you possibly be? Like, oh yeah, a couple of children died. It's very sad. You know what? Let's just put it on a hoodie. Like, the death of kindergartners and first graders and all of that is not a fucking fashion statement. You know, like, people, like, you don't understand what those families went through. You can't imagine their pain, and putting that on a hoodie is disrespectful, and I can't with that. Like, I'm so upset right now about that I don't even know how to put it into words. Like, how can you do that to somebody who's experiencing, and it's not just for Sandy Hook either. There was a Columbine one, there was a Sandy Hook one, and just to those families, I'm so sorry that people are, you know, making it a fashion statement. And, you know, if I was a model and I was modeling that hoodie, I would look at it and be like, are you fucking kidding me? And I'd walk out. Like, I wouldn't do it. And the fact that those models were posing for it, like, I mean, I get that that's their job and they didn't have to do it. You know, like, there's other photos to do. Like, there's other clothes to model out. And to the fashioner, and to the fashion designer who made it, how do you sleep at night? Like, are you okay? Are you right in the head? Are you all right? I have never been in a serious school shooting, so this is probably coming from somebody who doesn't know their stuff. But I remember how when I was in like a lockdown, and it was a bunch of middle schoolers out in the field shooting BB guns and thought it was hilarious. It was really scary because we overheard the teachers whispering, and they were like, there was one teacher, there was my teacher, and then my teacher's friend was in there talking, asking a question about her students, and then the lockdown came on, so she was in there with us, and remembrance, you know, like, it's, what it's representing is basically saying, like, oh, wear these school shooting jackets because, just cause, man. Like, it's not a band. It's not a band that's popular. It's not a singer or an artist that just released merch. It's a fucking school shooting. I mean, it would make sense if it said, like, never forget or something like that. But even then, it would still be, like, unnecessary. You know, it's just, like, and it wasn't just, while my main focus is, like, on Sandy Hook because of Vicky, but there were a lot of kids who died in Columbine. There was that Florida shooting that happened on Valentine's Day. And it's just, and there was also a threat to my school. There was a threat in my school that was going on, and everybody was scared. A lot of people missed school, and I was the one that was forced to go to school, and then didn't even find out about it until my friend showed me on Snapchat the threat. And it basically said, it's going to be a good day, and our school name. So everybody was terrified. And then some genius moron decided that it would be good to play the pumped up kicks for the transition music. And I'm like, really? Like, I get it, like, it's okay to joke around in a time of fear and stuff to make it not funny. Like, I do that too. You know, I do that a lot, where, like, I'm sad about something and I make a joke to make it not so funny. But that wasn't appropriate, you know? It's just, so to the fashion designer who decided to put that on a t-shirt and have people wear it, and that was really insensitive and inappropriate. And I just don't understand how you can be so inconsiderate. And, like, to those families out there that lost their children, or to maybe one of those victims was somebody's best friend. Maybe it was somebody's girlfriend or boyfriend. My best friend is still in school, and I'm scared for her, like, every day. So it's really not something to wear proudly on your back or something like that. So it's just, to the fashion designer, fuck you. Like, please just burn everything that you've ever made. Probably not everything. I think it was only that one thing. I don't know you personally, but I'm not wearing any of your clothes, that's for sure. I know what the designer's name is. I'm just not gonna say it because, you know, reasons. But for the people who are survivors of the Florida shooting, I hope you're okay, and I'm glad that you survived, and I really hope that none of those victims were your best friend or somebody that you knew on a personal level. And if they are, then I'm so sorry, and I'm sorry that you were there when that happened and you had to witness it, and now somebody is putting it on a t-shirt and just pretending like it's all okay, because it's really not. That's like that is honestly like the equivalent of putting somebody's like putting I don't even know how to describe it, but okay, I really don't understand the mentality that this fashion designer had. Like, maybe he or she meant well. Maybe they just wanted to do like something out of remembrance, but they could have done it a whole lot differently. You know what I'm saying? They could have done it like so differently. They could have written "Rest in Peace" or something. Like, just don't do that. Like, and if you buy any of those hoodies, hopefully you bought it to burn it. And, you know, if you bought it to wear it, then just understand how screwed up that is, you know. So I'm gonna go before I get really mad and before I start crying, because I was really close to tears a couple of times, so I had to stop talking. But I just had to get that off my chest. Like, I couldn't just sit here and let it bubble and brew. What do you have to say about it?
Not cool.
That's all you're
No, you don't profit off other people's losses.
Exactly.
No matter what. If it was never forget or in remembrance of, different story. But you need to get permission from the people that were involved.
Exactly.
Or send all the money to a fund.
Yeah. Instead of just monetizing the loss of people and getting money off of their pain. Ugh. So, I hope there isn't another school shooting. But like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people can say that. But we don't really know, so just pray for each other before you go to school. And it's a really sad world that we live in, to where like going to school can be a fear for parents. You know, like sending your children off to school where it's supposed to be a safe place can be scary sometimes. Like, that should be the one place, that and home should be the one place where students have to be scared to go. And, you know, but it is good to be aware of certain things. I just feel like it shouldn't even be happening in the first place, though. But it is, and, you know, but the best thing we can do is, you know, be cautious and come together if it does happen. If and when these things happen. We just come together and love one another and support each other through the mornings and the losses, and just hope that it's somebody you don't know. And even if it's somebody that you don't know, like, even if it is somebody that you don't know, you had no idea, you've never said hi to, you never even heard their name until it happened, like, just love each other is what I'm trying to say. And I'm not trying to say like, oh, if it's not somebody you know, then that don't matter. Like, that's not what I'm trying to say at all. It's still sad. It's still equally sad. And just, you know, ask somebody to tell you a good memory about them. Like, you know, just be like, hey, I've never met them, but, you know, tell me a funny memory. Just come together like that, you know. So, anyways, I love you guys, and stay safe, and quit monetizing people's pain, for the love of God. Anyways, I love you guys. I'll see you all in the next